A record-breaking amount of smelly seaweed is washing up on Florida's beaches, and some tourists are not very happy about it. The giant blob spans more than 5,000 miles and forms yearly from the shores of Africa to the Gulf of Mexico. Scientists say the amount of Sargassum seaweed continues to increase over previous months in most regions. Its presence may not be good for tourism, but my next guest says it is good for wildlife. So joining me now is David Die, a research associate professor at the University of Miami. Appreciate you being with us.
Good morning. Thanks for inviting me.
So this giant mass of seaweed now hitting Florida beaches, and you say this is great for wildlife, even though it's bad for tourism. How does it help wildlife?
Well, the sargassum is actually a natural process. It's a natural component of the marine system. It has always been there in the open ocean, and it actually provides structure and hiding places and food for a lot of organisms in the open ocean. So it's a natural process to have sargassum coming to our shores. The issue that is that lately it's been coming in much larger quantities than in previous years, especially over the last decade.
So it preserves global food security, you're saying?
It provides, as I said, shelter for a lot of organisms that are part of the food chain in the open ocean, including some of the organisms we care a lot about, some of the sport fish, such as mahi, what we call dolphin fish, also in the Caribbean, actually spawn, and their larvae and juveniles actually grow in the sargassum, and therefore it provides, it provides substance for a lot of the organisms we care about. But it's part of the ecosystem, actually.
Right, that's very positive news. So what other possible ways could this massive amount of seaweed be put to good use, do you think?
Well, there's a number of people and entrepreneurs and engineers that are trying to find ways we can use these seaweed when it comes to the shore. But I think one of the things that have proven to be similar to what happens in nature is to incorporate into the sand dunes. The sargassum actually traps sand, and we think that also provides nutrients to the plants that live in sand dunes, so it can actually help the growth of the sand dunes, which protect our shores and that are part of the coastal protection that we need in the coastline.
So rather than moving this, it could just be scooped more inland on those sand dunes. Is that what you're saying?
I mean, that's been done for decades, that we've incorporated into the sand dunes, because that's a natural process. Normally the sargassum will get washed on the beach and the wind will push it up the dune and it will mix with the sand. I think that now that we have these large quantities, we are just doing the same thing that nature does, but helping it.
Right.
But I know that there are a lot of other uses that are being proposed, and that from fertilizer to actually using it for building materials. But all those things are ideas that help us mitigate the impacts. I don't want to minimize the impacts that sargassum has in the coastal zone. I understand that.
Yeah.
That's important.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, isn't it? As far as tourism goes, that's a negative for the tourist industry for sure, and it's pretty smelly. But why are we starting to see these record levels of the seaweed? And does the cause offer any hints on how its growth can be perhaps controlled a little bit?
Well, there's some hypotheses about the fact that it could be that these large quantities that are now we've been observing over the last decade are associated with climate change, with increases in the water temperature in the tropics and in the equatorial area. There's also some ideas that suggest that potentially nutrients are playing a part, some of the nutrients that are coming from the large rivers in the tropics. But you have to remember that seaweed like Sargassum is limited by the amount of nutrients, and that as they approach the coasts, these masses of Sargassum approach waters that are richer in nutrients, and therefore that promote their growth. So it is possible that part of the reason why we're seeing these large masses is that they're getting close to the coast where their growth is enhanced.
Dr. David Die, thank you so much for joining us and explaining some of these positives in relation to the seaweed. We appreciate it.
Thank you.